Alrighty, g'day and welcome. Hope everyone's well. Welcome to London session review, folks. Before we do begin though, just draw your... Alrighty, g'day and welcome. Sounds like I'm coming through. Just draw your attention to a standard disclaimer that says everything is for educational purposes only and you are responsible for your trading decisions. Alright, so let's jump in, folks. So as usual, start by going through the macro. So the S&P 500, we've got a bit of a weakening trend here. We spoke about this the other day and the potential for this to just weaken through here. Here's the trend anchor. Okay. Oh, so here's our swings. Alright, so there's the last trend point, trend anchor. So looking for that to be tested. Doesn't have to test it, of course. Got a trend line through here. Got our 20 period moving average through there. So it's testing though. So we could be just getting a sideways correction, which it looks like we are. So until such time as we break either way through this, okay, and get price acceptance, and I'm just going to be, as usual, just a little bit cautious. Okay, we're coming through there, possibly. Alright, so the Dow, clearly see a little bit of a distribution here. This is giving a little bit of a different story, which is not ideal. Here's our trend anchor again. So you can see the 20 period moving average, just a visual guide, that's all it is, nothing special about it. But you can see it's flattening out here and this has a look. So when you look at the swings, they look more like distribution. Okay, so, but I'm looking for that breakdown, and retest if it does. It's a little way off that, as you can see. So here's that anchor. So there's an A, B, C in there with a double bottom. So this can improve and head out like that. But that just tells me to be a little bit cautious rather than being in a situation. So here's another one. You can see we had a break and then a retest. And all through here, just straight risk on. The NASDAQ. So you clearly see here's the trend anchor here, the last swing. You can see we've challenged it here, but then we've gapped up. So what are we? So we don't have an actual trend change here. I need to see price acceptance below this point. So let's just wait and see what we get through here. Well, so do we just have an ABC here? Well, what's going to prove that is if we get a break under B through here. Well, looking for that breakout through there and this to continue. So you can see market's a little bit of a pausing phase, but this is all just natural. There's nothing untoward about that. Alright, so let's have a look at the VIX. VIX just in this big choppy range. Right, you can see we're clearly just going sideways, but really, those huge spikes that are continuing. So, a little bit of a down bar yesterday. Still small short-term uptrend, but nothing substantial. Dollar index. So where's the trend change point on the dollar index? Through here. So you can see we've challenged that. And then it was only through here that we actually got price acceptance. So we're actually in a downtrend here. So this is now the swing or the anchor. So we've got a little cradle pattern through here. So got a nice push up. We were expecting this. We had some dollar longs. So what I want to see is this continue after maybe a little pause, little break. But I want to see this point here challenged. Alright, so let's have a look now at oil. So we spoke about oil yesterday. I've got, just before we do begin, here's the watch list that we put out. So you can see here Tuesday, neutral to risk on. That is my assessment of risk based on what I've just shown you. There are a couple of other market internals I look at, but they're not worth looking at now. These are the main ones. And my strategy now is back up to 80 to 100% risk, okay? So really sitting on about 80 yesterday, we were, 60, 80 with Monday, but now, more like about 80. Now, we had a huge amount of good trades triggered yesterday from these. You can see I've still left them on there. So I'm going to do a recap on those. You can see all of them through here. And this is just in one day. All right. So, this one was official, dollar Swiss. So let's go through those one at a time. And let's see where we could have possibly gained entry and the reasoning behind that. So this is all part of your journey as a trader, not only placing the trades, but identifying and pulling apart what you did right with the trade. All right, so WTI had a nice little pullback through here, big ABC. This is the daily chart. Had a nice push through here, a break of the high, and we're looking for a setup in here. So when we drill down here to the 4-hour chart, we can clearly see the ABC that we identified yesterday through here. So here's that break of the high. It's a little lower than that. Sorry about that. So break of the high. So this is actually a breakout pullback, or it's actually a consolidation above the high. All right. So when we look at the swings inside, we identified that. We identified this one. We had a push into it, slight move down, and then straight through. So the break of B here, that was our trigger from yesterday. Those that saw the stream yesterday, nice push through here. So when you saw that, stop should have been under either this swing or the 20 period moving average here. Nice push through there. So you probably just got just on 1R. Now you can see this is now pausing, very shallow pause, which is great. Hi there, Ben. Hope you're well. Hi there, Trader UK. So this is doing okay. So nothing to be concerned about here. Right? So if you haven't taken any profit already, that's okay. You want to bring your stop probably under the 20 here, which would line up with this bar here, the open of that bar there as well. Look, some of you, and I know some of you, put your stop in here and then just take the, the 1R and go for 1.5R, something like that. That's okay. That just depends on what you like. So that's WTI. Let's have a quick look at, we spoke yesterday about nickel. We finally found the chart. And I said let's have a look at the, I think it was for a chap yesterday, I can't remember the name, but I said we weren't interested until it gets back up above this high. So you can clearly see this is still downtrending. Where's the daily trend change point? Right here. All right, so we drill down to the 4-hour. All right, and you can clearly see my base channel through here. Let's see it through there. Oh, that's actually a trend line through there as well, valid trend line. You can see it's tested it there. But my base channel. All right, so third wave price action, but we're clearly now pulling back within this channel. This is okay. We can come back into the center or the lows here. I do apologize if this is maybe a little bit too advanced for some. It is a kind of an Elliott wave principle, but here is the trend change point. So you can clearly see we've breached that now. So we've had price discovery. So I've had a back-to-back hammers here, and then price acceptance through here. So this is now downtrending on the 4-hour. So if you're looking for shorter term trades, it would be short. I don't know how accurate the volume is here, but we can clearly see that the bears are kind of winning out here, if that's copying the chart colours, which it is. All right. So nickel. All right, so let's have a look at some of these other opportunities. So just bear with me for a sec, folks. Alrighty, so Dollar Swiss. Oh, this was a great trade. This was official. So very quickly, weekly looked good, daily looked good. So we cleared the 200 period moving average through here. We're back above the 20, nice push through here. So we're just looking for a move here into the highs. That was it. But based on the fact that we had this very big corrective, flat corrective, false break under the low there, move up. So here's the 20 period moving average. So we got back above it. So we're in that new momentum state. So this is the area we're looking at right here on the daily. So then we drill down to the 4 hour to fine tune entries. This is how I operate weekly, daily, 4 hour and 60 minute for swing trades. To try and find opportunity. We can find it straight out on the 4 hour, that's good. So here's the 4 hour, my little base structure momentum. ABC pullback through here. Little swing through there. We said enter through here, through B. Right, so you can clearly see we had a little bit of a shake and then straight through. Stop was down here. First target there, which lines up with that swing. But just straight through that, the second target, just under the high here. Notice this, right? I didn't put it right up here. I'll put it just under. And you can clearly see it just got that and then pulled back. So that might have been a reason for concern. So target 1, target 2 hit within 2 bars. Right, so it was a great trade. Hope a few of you got that. Some of you may still be in this. I'm happy just to take here, you know, with an average through there, which is just over an R, about 1.2 R. You might say that's not a lot, but if you've got a 65% win rate or even 55, and you're getting this, and you're keeping your stops, maybe negative 0.8 R, you've got a significant edge. Okay. So if you did hold, stop through here. So that's dollar Swiss. All right, I'm going to go through these in order. A Euro Swiss from a couple of days ago. Nice pause here. All right, so just a retest of the high, and this is just so this was actually the fair value gap through here. All right, or the start of the price void, whatever you want to call it. A nice pause, pullback, push. Nice pause, still in that high momentum, that early momentum state. Here it is here, classic cup with handle. Okay, so cup with handles don't always look like this, folks. They look like this. All right, but the concept is there, see it? Okay. All right, so we're looking just for a straight out breakout. Nice little consolidation push in here, then last little consolidation and through. All right, so this whole structure here is accumulation after this push, or the P pattern, as some of you may have known it. Entry through the high here, right, break of the high, because we saw this. All right, stop doesn't need to be all the way down there, the last few bars. There is significant, or this price structure here, 61% of that. There's enough. Nice push, already 1 and 1.5 hours for that one. Right, Euro Oz. So these were all on our list yesterday. It's the analysis that we did. Euro Oz. Now this is helped by the Aussie news, of course, but we saw this pattern, and often we will see price setting up before the news. Okay, so we had this daily downtrend, had this little, so this is the daily chart, had this little pausing structure here, or this is called a right hand extension. So the move down here, then this structure through here, break through there. We looked for that the other day, so some people may already be in there. Spoke about the 50% retracement level through here as something that Euro Aussie likes. You can see it there, paused at it, and then we had just a nice, let me just get rid of that. Had a nice shallow pullback through here. Notice this, holding this big bar. Back to the 20 period, look, tested it beautifully, and that was just a straight out breakout. And of course helped by the news. Alright, so, but look at the setup we had, look at the push beforehand. 61% through here, this retracement. Line in the sand through that now. So if you're in that, you should have taken some profits already because there's a high chance this will correct. Euro Oz. Okay, pound Aussie. Right, so very similar. We had a pullback through here. Daily downtrend. So these were counter trend longs. See them there from yesterday. So we're just looking for a breakthrough here. Alright, so here we go again. Oh, cut with handle. So the handle, look, sloppy ABC pullback. This is what they're like though. Look. Push into here, beautiful stall at B. Alright, so your entry was a break of that. Right, stop through here, that was valid. Little shake on the news and then off it went. Alright, so you might have already been in that. So that was a good trade as well. Look, if you're concerned about the news as well, and you can either pull your trade off if it sets up very close, or reduce your size or your risk. Because there's always a concern with these that, you know, if we've got a standing order through here, goes and triggers us in, stops us out, and then it goes. All right? So that's always a concern. It's kind of a, you know, 50-50 sort of each way bet. So it's up to you whether you take those into news. All right, here's one that there wasn't news. So we're getting some yen movement down. Pound yen we liked. Looking for a continuation trade through here, testing the high. Little base here, break out of the base. Pulled back in at or near the 20. That was good. So in this region here, let's have a look on the 60-minute. Very sloppy, you know, difficult sort of setup. So if you miss that one, you can be excused for missing that. Not easy. A little bit of yen news as well. Right, so that pushed on. I'm not taking credit for the news pushes. These were setups that we were looking at prior to dollar CAD. Now there's CAD news later today too, 4 hours from now I think. So just be mindful of that. All right, now here's one that we can't take any credit for news or anything like that. This was counter trend long. Trend change here. Got a nice little cradle pattern back above the moving averages. Nice push. Stall in here, and we're looking for a move through. Right, so this was a nice little pullback in here, nice little shallow pullback. So this would have been a straight out breakout. We spoke about this level here being the 4-hour anchor. Right, so you can see it clearly broke the trend. So we're now trending up on the 4-hour. Paused above that level, beautiful little consolidation with a shake in between. Entry through there. Target was here, but it actually is here. Sorry, I must have drawn that wrong. There, all right, so it's at it now. So if you're into that, you get a little bit of slowing here, you might want to take a little bit of profit off. This is good. Excuse me, breaking out of the base channel. So this is one from yesterday. So a few of these are moving. So that's what we like to see, especially for a Monday. Even dollar Norwegian that we had. Right, now this is an exotic. So dollar Norwegian, we had a breakout of this big flag here. So see the weekly Push through here. Here it is on the daily, very big flag. No trend change. There's the trend change point. Look, no price acceptance. Push through here, break through the 200, which is there. So we were simply looking for continuation through here. Let's see what we got. So that was the level we identified on the 4-hour chart. So you can see we had a push into it, pull back. That would have been a straight out breakout. That was good enough. See through there, shake, and then just a pause in there. Through that, moved off. Now, here's a point here where if you took that, stop needs to be under this bar or under the 20 here. But notice here, it gaps down. Right? Now it only gapped, or gapped 50 pips actually. This is quite big. Although the moves on this aren't much. Look, that little bar there was 28. But you've got to be careful with these exotics. If you've got your stop there and this gap's open today, this might be what you're talking about, Ben. Right now, if the spread blows out considerably, let's have a look. Right, the bid and the ask. See it here? The difference between these two lines. Right. See it there? The bid and the ask. Here and here. Now if that blows out on the gap open, here, this is where it opened, and our stop is here, and that spread blows out, that can take you out prematurely. Alright, so unfortunately that's the risk of trading these. When I trade these exotics, I always go lower risk. Anyway, if you're in that, you kept your stop through there, it didn't take you out. It depends on the broker as well. Didn't take you out, then you're being rewarded. So down in this region, say 80 pips, well, it's about 60, 67. So on Norwegian. All right, and some continuations from last week. So we spoke about Euro Yen last week, right, through here. Dollar Yen. People might be still in these. Look, these climactics through here. You may have still held these. Look, you did, and well done. 200 pips. With a 100 pip, 90 pip stop. Dollar Singapore was another one from last week. Same thing, look, very big move. Just looking for these continuation between the moving averages. There it is there. There's the entry there. So if you took these ones, 30 pip stop, it's now sitting at about 830. So if you took those and you took some partials and then you got the runner, then well done. So you can clearly see with these, target is this, you can see a rejection there. Okay, so this worked well. This initial one worked well also. All right, so what is it that we do have? All right, so I'm not seeing a huge amount today, simply because a lot of these have run, but let's go through an order. Gold I still like short through here. We're looking for this moving average separation. We've been looking for this, but one of the criteria is I want to see it under the short-term moving average. So here it is. On the 4-hour, nice little channel. Here's the 4-hour trend change. No, it's here. So notice here, no price acceptance. Now we've got it. Okay. So that's actually just minor support. Excuse me. And we spoke about this with a preference being, because this was right on that level, the preference being to have another attempt at it. So some of you may have seen the pullback here. Here's the 20 period moving average. It's hugged that beautifully. Nice little bullish, bearish engulfing. You may have taken that, but unfortunately because that See, it's right on that short-term moving average. It looks pretty good. Now, we may need to now wait for another pullback, or, as we've seen before, a nice little pause in here. Take the breakout with a little inverted cup with handle. So that's what I'm seeing with gold. Bearish on gold. Silver, not so much. It's there, but there's not a lot of room here, but do have a bearish bias on that. Short-term bearish. The trend is still up. Bitcoin. So these here, we're actually looking for this to bounce through here, but no, look, very big extension on the weekly. So a little pause there and through. So this has actually turned into a downtrend on the daily chart. Now these, when I say downtrend, these are all rules that that I've learnt from the trading diplomas that I've done, and I haven't just made these up myself. So we're in a downtrend now, so look for continuation shorts. So some of you may have already got in on this pullback through here. Break through the lows there, that would be valid. Otherwise, you're going to have to wait for something through here now. Oh, that was it there. Break through there, nice little push. All right, so that's kind of like this. That. All right, pullbacks come in all shapes and sizes. All right, so look for something in here to get you short. Just be mindful of the 200 there as well. All right, so Bitcoin, that's counter trend short. It's already a lot of momentum on its side, and this could unwind quite a bit. Ethereum the same. We're looking for this to potentially maybe bounce. This was already in a downtrend. It's a little close here, so I'd probably just leave that. Where is that on the... Okay, it's not far. It's probably too close, but very short-term shorts. And Ripple is just very choppy. All right, so what I am seeing is our Aussie SPY. Nice big move on the weekly. Nice little breakout through here. It's pulled back. Got the anchor here though. All right, have we got price acceptance through here? Probably not yet. So this just looks to me like an ABC in here, very much. We've pulled back into the B wave there, but my concern is we've got a couple of decent bearish bars. So my preference here would be this. So here's B wave that we saw. You can see we're pushing sharply into it. This is SPY 200, which you can use Oz 200 or the XJO. Nice little gap up today. We can see that. So my preference with this would be to see a pullback after the breakout to confirm that we're actually holding this level rather than a push and then a fake out and then we continue down. Only because of the such a big move, especially here on the daily. That's what I'm seeing with Oz 200. Dollar Chinese yuan. Let's go to the big picture first. The weekly chart. You can see here downtrend on the weekly. Where's the trend anchor? Downtrend anchor's here. Are we uptrending yet? Not yet. Here we are. And we can see here, see the 20 period, it's just using it as resistance, but it's finally above it. I got a very weak pullback through here though, which is good. It's kind of sort of, a little bit choppy in there, but look, it is what it is. Very narrow range bars there for weeks. But look, that's what it does, unfortunately, sometimes. So the daily, that created a nice little ABC. We got price acceptance through the anchor. I would have to probably say yes. So looking at this at the trend change point. So this point here, when we had a close here, now we've entered downtrend. So where's the swing? It's here. All right, so it's very close. But we've broken out of that channel. You can see on the 4 hour, a bit messy this chart, I know. Well, where's our 4 hour anchor? It's right here. All right. See it there? Swing. All right, so we're now uptrending, got momentum here. Got a little bit of very choppy price action. Now it's broken. All right, so we're waiting to see what this did. Here's that trend line from the corrective channel. Nice push here. So I want to see this pull back through here and give us something. All right. Now, interestingly enough, too, those of you that have been watching for a while, this structure here, see the point of control of that structure? We're now through this. See, pausing there. All the orders pausing there and potential shorts trying to jump back in. Those that have come in with this. All right. So that's all been negated, pretty much negated now. All right. So that's one thing that I was keeping me out of that. So that's what I'm seeing with that. Counter trend along. Okay, counter trend short. So we've got some New Zealand weakness. New Zealand dollar in itself is testing this level. Yes, it's a very big level. Yes, it's an obvious level. Yes, it's slightly extended into it. So this could be, probably a story for the next couple of days. But I think this is worth watching because also the weekly has now entered a downtrend. So I've got that multi time frame lining up. Here's the daily anchor here. See all the price action before it actually went bearish? This is what they do. Then we had trend change point here, was actually here. Finally went into uptrend here. So where is it now? Where's the anchor? It's here. So it's right at it. So it's about to enter back into downtrend on the daily. All right. So my preference obviously is going to be seeing a pause here. Let the 20 period kind of catch up, the short term moving average catch up, sort of thing. But this is a daily chart. We could easily get a pull back up into here, and then a move down, pause and then through. That would be okay. But look, for some reason, if it does just blast through, let's have a look at the 4 hour chart. Let's just put that level in accurately. Even the 4 hours very extended. But if we can get something through here, that might give you an opportunity to profit as it attempts to have another go at the support. All right, so we've got strength through here. Notice the weakness of the pullback in here. Same thing, we want to see weakness on the pullback. All right, here's the 20 period. That's not far away. It could actually shoot down quickly. So that's what I'm seeing there. Now, interestingly, the opposite, we're seeing a little bit of yen strength. Let me just flick back to that chart. Excuse me. So some of the currency indices, where are they? Okay, yen. That's here. Right, so yen currency index. Okay, now the volume is working. So we can clearly see a very big push on the yen, so that's helped our trade. But we did have downtrending environment anyway. Here's the euro index, so we can see a nice little push out. So that's helped our euro-centric trades. Okay, the one that I'm seeing, New Zealand yen. So if we get a snapback on New Zealand, because it's extended, and a snapback on yen, And you can see here we've got this moving average separation trade. See it here? Right, so looking for this move here like we saw on some of the other charts. Looking for a move back up here. So we marked this out once before. The weekly is in an ideal location. Pull back to the 20. See the green 20 through here? So looking for this to move out like this. Right? So the retracement from the right, is reasonable. It's got a couple of things that it's sitting on there. So looking for a move through there. Daily anchors here, trend change point. So be careful of that. Here's the 4 hour. So we've got a little base forming here, a little shakeout through there, a little spring. Momentum. There's the 4 hour anchor. So look for price action under that. Right, so I've just included that. It's not quite there yet. So I've included that as other analysis. So there we go, folks. So that's how we do it. Look out for the watch list. So this is what we do. This is what I do every day. So quite a few decent recaps there. Don't always get that. But we got some great opportunities yesterday. I hope you got on board some of those. So there we go. So yeah, very light on today. A lot of the ones that we're already in are still moving. So I hope you caught some of those and are still on those. So there we go, folks. Alrighty, well, take care, trade safe. And I will see some of you tomorrow. Don't forget to Traders Workshop for the first 15 or 20 minutes. And then as usual, the trade review. So look forward to seeing you there. Thanks for your company, folks. Take care and trade safe.